Funniest guys I've ever seen in my life. Give it up for Jack Ray!
What's up, Morgantown? That's a good-looking crowd. 10 years ago, this would have been like storybook time, because I would have been 30 and you would have all been children. From right here in Morgantown, right here in West Virginia, almost heaven. You know why they say that? Because somebody's probably got Narcan. Almost. Alright, now you know what you're in for. We can be friends. I grew up poor. I grew up poor here in Morgantown. I know a lot of people say they grew up poor. I grew up so poor that one time for Halloween, this kid that used to bully me dressed up as me and came to school. He wore tattered, dirty clothes. He even glued pieces of yarn to the back of his hat so it looked like my mullet. It was fucking humiliating. He looked just like me. And it really does suck to have everybody laugh at you. But I got the last laugh. Because he was the one that got molested by the gym teacher. That day. Oh no. I grew up poor in West Virginia, which means I had a creek in my yard. You know? When I was a kid, I'd be splashing around, playing in the creek. My dad would be like, "Get out of that creek!" Full of mine runoff. I think he was full of shit though. Because I played in that creek all the time when I was a little girl. Nothing ever happened to me. Let's see what's going on in the world. Did you guys hear people are saying that Elon Musk is a Nazi? Yeah, I don't think that's an accurate assessment. I mean, the Nazis made good cars. Stupid bitch can't even make Volkswagens. My grandpa just turned 97 years old. He's really racist. I mean, he's 97 years old and he's got Alzheimer's, so he forgets stuff, like my name, or 9/11. And the other day, he completely forgot that I will hit an old man. It's okay, I reminded him. Now, but he likes to tell me about when America was different. He likes to tell me about when the economy was strong, when a man could have 2, sometimes even 3 families. I'm like, sure, when you don't have to worry about pesky little things like credit scores or AIDS.
That part.
You know, he likes to ask me ridiculous questions. His eyes will gloss over and he'll say, "Do you know how we used to measure a man back in Vietnam? By his capacity for killing." Sorry for that eye contact. By his capacity for killing. The ears and dog tags hanging around his neck. Fucking anything but the metric system. Smart crowd, I'm glad. Thank you. My grandparents were together for 38 years. It's amazing. 38 years. And I asked my grandma one time, how'd you make it last? How'd you make it work? And she said, well, I never got my driver's license. And I said, that's it? You never got your driver's license? She said, yeah, that's it. Because otherwise I would have ran him over 30 years ago. All right, that makes sense. My grandma was a wild lady. She was wild. She enjoyed her some Crown and Coke. You know, Crown Royal. But then as she was getting older, she went to the doctor. And the doctor told her she needed to slow down. So from then on, she never drank alcohol when she was doing cocaine. She was a wild lady. Oh, man. I made friends with my neighbor over the summer. I never do that. I did. I made friends with my neighbor over the summer. He's a pretty cool guy. Family guy. He has really good barbecues. But then I looked up that map. You know that map that shows all the registered sex offenders in your neighborhood? Yep, you guessed it. My neighbor's house was marked. And it goes to show you, you never know who's living right next door. I mean, what are the chances? Two of us on the same street? That's why there's a map. I like working with kids. It's my favorite segue. I like working with kids. I volunteer with a group of underprivileged youths. You know, kids. I teach them baseball. I coach them. I'm a good coach. They're probably going to make a Disney movie out of me. They were playing a game over the summer. They were down by 2 runs. And I sat them all down. Just like this. And I looked them right in their little child faces. And I gave them a pep talk. I said, nobody wants to adopt a loser. They are undefeated. I was able to keep the same team all season. Because apparently, nobody wants to adopt a winner either. I'm a sensitive guy. I'm not religious, but I am sensitive. Like the other day, a fortune cookie made me cry. I opened it up and it said, if not you, who? If not now, when? Anybody ever stapled a fortune to a fucking suicide note? Like the paramedics get there and they're like, oh man, this is so sad. This is so sad. Did he say why he did it? No, but his lucky numbers are 11, 44, and 2. That's a shame. Time of death, 11:44. Hey, look at that. I wonder what the 2 is. Well, he definitely shit himself. That's the 2. I love telling that joke. I do. I like telling that joke I told that joke one time in Pittsburgh. After the show, this lady was waiting for me. This was her posture. So I knew she had an opinion. She walked up to me and she said, "Suicide is never funny." And I said, "Challenge accepted." What if you flew to Paris? You climbed to the top of the Eiffel Tower and you jumped off and you said, "Whee!" That's funny in 2 languages. This lady continued for some time, trying to make me feel bad. She said, "You don't understand. My husband killed himself 2 years ago." And I said, "Well, maybe comedy shows are not the best place for you." And she continued on, and I said, "Hang on a second. How long were you and your husband together?" And she said, "We were together for 15 years. And I said, 15 years? That's amazing. That's unbelievable. Because I've been talking to you for 2 minutes. And I'm already ready to blow my fucking brains out. Told you suicide could be funny. Alright guys, I'm gonna do one more and I'm gonna get out of here. Alright. I am, believe it or not, I'm 40. This is what 40 looks like if you take mild care of yourself. I'm 40, I'm an elder millennial. Yeah, correct. I'm 40, I'm an elder millennial, and I'm pretty good, but I do have some bad habits. I have some things that I do that I'm not particularly proud of. Like sometimes when I get upset or annoyed, I say the R word. I know, I'm not proud of it. Because I know what the word means. I know that it's used to describe people that have trouble learning, you know? People that have trouble blending into society on a daily basis. But listen, when I was a kid, we all had one in our neighborhood that would stand in their yard, yell at traffic. Understand me. Still love my Republican friends and family. Even if most of them are retarded. All right, guys, I'm Jack Wright. Thank you very much.